I'm gonna cut some butternut squash. I'm gonna have a couple friends come over for lunch, and I'm gonna use this butternut squash to do a salad. It's gonna be a fall salad. I'm gonna use the butternut squash. I'm gonna use the chestnuts, and then I'm gonna also use Brussels sprouts. So I figure I better cut and get all this prep ahead of time. That's one of the things when you know, people said, oh, it's too much work having people over. If you plan things ahead of time, it's not so bad. Get as much prep ahead of time as you can. So this is one way I'm gonna clean up my butternut squash, cube it into the size that I want, and then and that way it's done by the time I need it. You can use a knife, or also you can use a peeler. I find the peeler is the safest way to peel a butternut squash. If you have a good peeler, in no time it's done. So that's how and butternut squash is so good. I love roasting. I love boiling and making soups. It's a good source of fiber. So anyway, when I see it, I always grab some, because I can always put in chilies, in soups. So in this particular, I'm going to use for a salad. And this is ideal, a good salad that you can plan ahead of time, especially as we go for the holidays. It's a good salad to have. So I'm going to peel the other half, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, these seeds, I don't throw them away. I'm going to have another pumpkin that I'm going to cut, and we're going to roast them. And they're good for put on top of salads, or as a snack, or on top of soups. So I'm just going to leave them there, and then when I peel that other pumpkin, I'm going to roast them. So you can use roast these like this in big pieces, depending what you're going to do. If I was going to do a soup, that's what I would do. I would just roast them like this in big chunks, because I'm going to puree. But since I'm going to use them in a salad, I'm going to cut them into smaller cubes, because that's what I want them, is in little cubes. The Brussels sprouts, I'm going to cut them in real fine and make a salad with it. So I'm going to cut these in half and then just cube them. I don't want too big of a cubes, and again, I don't want too small of a cubes. So what I'm going to do is, because I have a couple days, so I put this in a Ziploc bag, and then comes the day before, I just throw these in the oven with some salt and some olive oil and roast them, and then just assemble the salad the day of the luncheon. These friends that I'm gonna have for lunch, these are people that help me through rough times, one way or another. And I try to have at least once a month, but sometimes we just get so busy and things happen and we don't have time. But so whenever I have some free time, I like to invite them over, and they love coming over for lunch. So It's another way for me to try different recipes on them. They're like my guinea pigs, and they love it. They don't mind it. So anyway, so that's why we're gonna have lunch, and I thought this would be a perfect salad to have for a lunch. I have the butternut squash. I'm gonna add the Brussels sprouts. Those gonna be shaved. They're gonna be raw. They're not gonna be cooked. And then I'm gonna, with the roast and boiled chestnuts, add those to it. And we're gonna make a nice salad with fall stuff. And it's perfect for Christmas, for a holiday. People don't utilize these vegetables. I'm sure some of you know how to do all this, but there's some people out there who don't know what to do with it. So I'm gonna put these in a Ziploc bag, and they're ready for me in a couple days to roast them. Okay friends, this is morning of having my friends for lunch, and I'm gonna roast my butternut squash for my salad. So I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil and then put a little bit of salt all around it, and then some black pepper. And then we're going to roast this in the oven at 400 or maybe about 15-20 minutes. I just want until they're tender, fork tender. So, and then we're going to let them cool, and then we make the salad. Okay. And here it is, my butternut squash that I'm going to roast. So now I'm going to do the salad dressing for my salad. It's going to be pomegranate vinaigrette, and it's going to go beautiful with the butternut squash. I have some pomegranate seeds I'm going to sprinkle over. It's going to be a beautiful salad with very little effort. So I have here a shallot, and I'm going to mince this shallot to put in my vinaigrette. I want a finer mince. I don't want people have to bite into a big chunk of shallot. And I'm going to put it in this bowl. Also have here pomegranate juice. I'm going to put a little bit, and with shallots, and it's going to soften a little bit, those shallots. And I'm just going to let them sit here for maybe about 5 minutes. Okay friends, it's been 5 minutes, and now I'm going to put some garlic olive oil. I have used this is garlic oil that we used to sell it with a private label. This is the best flavored olive oil you can buy, in my opinion. You taste the olive oil, the flavor of whatever it is, and it is good in anything. So I'm going to put a little pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to mix. And I'm going to let this dressing sit here Oh, I need a little bit of Dijon mustard. I forgot. I need some Dijon mustard. About a teaspoon. Kind of adds a little flavor that you kind of, and then it makes a better, thicker sauce. Let me try. See how this is. Needs more salt. Friends, something's missing in my salad, and I know exactly what it is. I need a dash of cumin. Cumin and butternut squash, and in the fall colors, fall flavors. It's a warm spice and needed. So I just had maybe 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Let me show you what I have for my salad. I have here, this is Brussels sprouts that I shaved. I cut them real thin and they're raw. And you kind of want to separate them as much as you can. So they're all shaved. I have some arugula. I love arugula because it gives a little tangy to the salad. And you can find arugula in any store these days. Okay. I have some papaya seeds, or pumpkin seeds. I have some pomegranate seeds, and then I have the chestnuts, and I'm roasting some almonds. And this is what's gonna be, and then when the butternut squash is done, it's gonna go on this too. Okay friends, my butternut squash is roasted, and I'm just going to drizzle all over my greens. And you can see how beautiful this salad's going to be with these bright colors. The green, the yellow, and then the pomegranate seeds. You kind of want to spread them out. Okay. I have some toasted walnuts. Drizzle it over. I have the chestnuts that I boiled. Kind of just crumble on top. So as you bite, you get a bite of everything. And you put whatever you want. Doesn't have to be just like this. There's different things you can put in, take in. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna put some papaya seeds. I'm not gonna dress it yet, because it's a little early. I'll dress it right before they come. And then I have the pomegranate seeds. I love these in salads, make juice. And you can add feta cheese. I'm gonna add some shaved parmesan. And this is a salad to impress. If you make this for your friends, for your family, for the holiday, it is a salad to impress. Because we eat with our eyes first. I want you to see this salad. How beautiful is this? Huh? And I mean, healthy. So I'm gonna cover this with plastic wrap, put it in the fridge, and then right before they come, I'm gonna drizzle with the dressing. So you give it a try to this recipe, and you will love it. I don't think I have enough Parmesan cheese. Okay friends, you give a try to this butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, and chestnuts salad. It looks delicious. Just looking at it, we eat with our eyes. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Give me some thumbs up and share my videos on your social media. Until next time, let's get cooking.